Hey guys, Joe Von Hutton Pulitzer coming back real quick. I needed to do this because I saw people asking questions about the fact checking part of it that is popping up on the Facebook post. And of course, what we're talking about is where I had posted video from Atlanta, right? That was supposedly showing ballots being brought in and rapid filing and whatever the case may be. And I wanted to show that to you. I want to show you how to track these things down because I want to teach you for yourself. If there's anything I can teach you, let me just teach you real quick. I promise to keep this short. How to run down and check the facts for yourself. So I'm going to share my screen here. Bear with me. Here we go. Chrome tab 1, boom, looking here, okay? You see this popping up, popping up on my post here, right? See, missing context, blah, 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 right? You see that on the screen there, missing context, and then if you scroll down, people are posting the story about missing context from here in lead stories in it. So I want to show you how do you run these things to ground so you can check yourself. And I'm so sorry, I came back because I just think this is important because I want to show you how to fact check the fact checkers so you understand what there is. I'm going to go through this real quick. So I did that setup for you, and we are talking about the photo I showed to the lead story that says that's poo-poo. Here's the story. Okay, so I'm going to close that. I'm going to go here. Oh, hang on, you can't see it yet. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, here's what we're talking about. We're talking about fact check. I think this is it. See, there's the story. Okay, the story right here that Facebook would have you see. This is it, right? Facebook is basically saying in the fact check that the fact check for video from Georgia does not show suitcases filled with ballots suspiciously pulled from under table. Poll watchers were told not to leave. Okay, not to leave. So I want you to understand how this works. So I'm going to take you through this in rapid fire. Let's find out who this fact checker is. Is that okay? So number one, I got to close that screen so I don't do it again. Anytime you want to know who one of these organizations is, here are the tools I use. Okay. The very first tool I use is I go into the internet and I look up the who is. Okay, this is called the who is. Basically is asking yourself, on these people that are posted, who are these guys, right? And so here's their who is information. And their who is information, if you were to look at it, right, it basically tells you when the site was done. Now it says this site was done in 2003. Here's the date. March 8th, 2003 is supposedly when this site came into being, okay? So the next thing I do when I am searching these things, okay, is there's another tool you use out there to where you can backtrace these things to find out who it is. So now I'm going to show you who these guys are, okay? And so I'm going in and I use a tool called the Wayback Machine. Can you see this? This is the Wayback Machine, okay? It's a tool on the internet. And basically it is showing this particular website, it shows their activity. Now we're told that this company or this website started in 2003, way back here, right? Here's 2003, okay? This is a tool on the internet that searches all websites and finds content. But if you look at it, right, like if we were looked at 2015, here it goes. 2015 has a snapshot taking it 1,858 hours on August 6th. This is how you look backwards as to what was this site. So number one is this is how you go back and inspect and understand who these fact checkers sites are. So now let's jump into that particular site, which we did. So let me close that out. Now I'm going to go into another screen. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom. Okay, so here's the screen. So I went back into one of the old screens way back when, and I had to get into like 2015. This is from August 6, 2015. And that was the first time I could ever find, okay, I could ever find any information really to start to track down people. And you see right here, it says our editorial team uses technology provided by Trendolizer. Find the most quickly trending content on the internet. So this site is not as much about do we fact check and do we vet things. What they do is they're rehashing through technology things that are catching fire that people are talking about, and it repurposes them on their site, and then they kind of say whether it's real or not. So now I've shown you that. So let me show you what I jumped in from there. So now I got a name, and then I searched that name with the name of the company, and I was able to find this information. Now this information, if you look here, this is basically about Lead Stories Fact Checker. Now, notice the inconsistency in dates. The dates said that this was founded in 2016. See it here? Okay. And basically it says, Lead Stories is a web-based fact-checking platform that identifies false or misleading stories, rumors, and conspiracies by using its Trendolizer technology to identify trending content. It uses technology to identify trending content. Pay attention to that. I'm going to show you the next screen. Ready? When you take a look at that and you go into it, you know, you find the names of the guys. We're going to get to that next, okay? It's a tool. It's only a tool, okay? Who is its partner? Its partner is Facebook, okay? Its partnership is Facebook. That means it's trending, but they're putting the label on it. It's misleading, but they're doing that for Facebook. Let's dig even further, okay? And so then I jumped into the people. I'm going to share you a very brief stuff for the people part. So it basically, I looked up here and I was able to find out this guy, right, that basically says it. Now, it's saying that this guy was editor-in-chief, founded Lead Stories after ending a 26-year with CNN. 26 years with CNN. So then I jumped to, okay, if this guy was CNN, let's see if I can verify that. Well, comes to find out, yes, the guy was a CNN entertainment reporter for 18 years, worked as a news desk editor, right? He basically comes from an adjunct professor at Clark University, CNN Student Bureau. He spent his entire career in CNN before he jumped this. So now I ask you a question. The simple question is very simple. They say they've been operational. One site says they've been operational since 2018. One says it's new. His says 2016 or 2012. One says 2016. The internet says 2003. It's been all over the place. It used to be stories about midget hit squads, raiding stores, etc. That was kind of Weekly World News stuff. So a guy basically came up with a domain, and when he left CNN, took that domain and says, hey, we'll be a fact checker. Lead Stories. The partner, the only partner, is Facebook, of a former CNN news editor. There's the scoop on your fact checker. Use those tools I showed you, and when you want to check the checkers and find out their origins, this is how you do it. Use those tools. Do with this what you may. Take care. Bye-bye.